to this week's Cruiser Customizing Tip of the Week. I'm Kelly, here with my co-host Kyle, and this week we're going to talk about the various ways that you can accessorize your ISO grip.
Kelly has found out, and many of you know, the Kuryakyn ISO Grip is one of the premier grips out there on lots and lots of motorcycles. Today, as Kelly pointed out, we're going to show you different ways that you can accessorize your grip.
Before we get into the accessories, let's talk about the grip itself. So as you can see, it comes with your rubber grip, your chrome trim ring, and your end cap.
One common thing we hear on the telephones a lot is that people lose these screws, or an end cap falls off the motorcycle, or the motorcycle falls over and it gets scuffed and they need a replacement. Well, replacement caps are available in both the standard replacement, so you only have to replace one. Now, a key thing to remember when installing anything on your ISO grip is to use thread locker on the screws that go in the end.
Replacement screws come in both short and long, depending on which accessories you have installed on your grip.
If you have a single trim ring and a stock end cap or a Maltese cross, you can go ahead and use the short screws. But if you've got any of these other accessories on your motorcycle, the long screw will be what you need to purchase if you happen to lose one.
Now Kyle, one of my favorite things are the trim rings because they can add a little extra color to your bike. So here's a grip with the stock end cap removed. Let's see what it looks like with a little color.
Trim rings can be used both by themselves as a single unit, or you can add multiples if you like.
Now I picked the purple and black because they're my favorite colors, but as you can see, there are a lot of colors to choose from.
So now we've got the ISO grip with the purple, black, purple trim ring, and with the installation of the longer screws, you've got the perfect setup. The question we get is, can I use a Throttle Boss if I've added extra trim rings? Can the Stiletto end cap be used with multiple trim rings? The answer is yes. All of these pieces can be used in unison.
Moving past the cosmetic, let's talk about what's practical.
The Throttle Boss is the most practical item that you can actually install on your ISO grip. It relieves tension, wrist strain. The piece just rests against the palm of your hand, allowing you to relax your fingers and enjoy the open road.
Now, in addition to the standard, we also have the extended as well as the contoured Throttle Boss. This is what the standard Throttle Boss would look like installed. This is what the extended Throttle Boss would look like. Lastly, and more comfortably, is the contoured.
Now, the Throttle Boss provides lots of relief from your hand as far as strain goes, but what can you do to actually affix your throttle or secure the throttle so you can remove your hand from the bar while traveling down the road? We've got 4 great options starting right over here with the mechanical throttle cruise assist. How this piece works is quite simple. It basically slides into the end of your ISO grip, and while it's there, there's a cam tensioner here on the end. What that's going to do, it's going to allow you to lock this in place, securing your throttle in an open position. Now, how do you kick it off? You just roll the lock forward and it releases. Take a look in the description, you'll find a link to the installation and use of this piece on a V-Star 1300.
So what are some other options, Kyle?
Another neat piece that's come to the market recently, Kelly, is the new and affordable Premier Affordable Throttle Assist. Now, as you may notice, this is very similar to the Vista Cruise unit right here to my left. Now, what makes this unit different? The Kuryakyn unit comes completely assembled, ready to install.
So those are nice, Kyle, but when I go to put a cruise control on my bike, it'll definitely be the breakaway.
Why is that, Kelly?
Well, it's super simple. All I have to do is twist the throttle, push in with my thumb, and the cruise control is set. Now, for whatever reason, if I need to slow down or brake, turning up my cruise control is just this easy.
There you have it. Cruise controls from the mild to wild.
End caps,
Throttle Bosses,
and my personal favorite, the trim ring.
Kelly and I'd like to thank you for joining us for this week's
Cruiser Customizing Tip of the Week.
Until next week, take care and ride safe.